Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing another What's It Worth video regarding the Easter event, which actually did end as of this Monday. So just keep that in mind. But obviously, we do have some highlights from that being standing right behind me, none other than the Gamma Magenta Faberge Kyeggo. Now you see here, this bad boy was actually lent to me by Staxu, so major shoutouts to you. Here's your YouTube channel. While we're on the subject, in terms of the odds of finding this, it's actually standing at a whopping 1 in 64,000 chance to find overall. And for the specific color, if you wanted one of the three more or less over the other, then it was actually a 1 in 192,800 chance to find. Additionally, for the value, we can now confirm that as of now, Sign has actually risen a lot, making Sign officially the lower of the three, standing at a whopping 250 to around 300 GR, with Sign now up to 375 to around almost 400 GR. So just bear that in mind when comparing the Magenta, Sign, and Yellow. Without further ado, let's get straight into the trading process. Alrighty, let's go in the chat and let's type in looking for offers on Yejiee or Gamma, Magenta, Fab, Kyeggo, and boom. And now let's wait for offers. Alrighty, and our first trade request is going to be coming from Ender_IQ. Let's see what Ender has to trade with us today. So we sort of extremely strong with a Gamma Purple Patterned Icy Gold Robust Foolish, Gamma Christmas Mutagon Pure Brawny, Gamma Valentine's Phantom Rainbowist Pure Nimble, Gamma Christmas Metronet Clever Sluggish, and it does seem like this may be their final offer, which I will bear in mind is indeed a flex offer by the looks of it. But without further ado, let me just quickly confirm with Ender, and I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, and I did just confirm with Ender as to whether or not this is his final offer, and he did just say yes. So with this being said, is this trade worth it? This trade is an obvious no-brainer. It is an instant steal. You'd want to take this in a heartbeat. Bear in mind that the Icy Gold alone is sitting around 250-ish to around 275 GR. Within that range. But with this being said, let's get into our next trade. Alrighty, and our next trade request is going to be coming from Solar Oddity. So let's see what Solar has to trade with us today. So we sort of really great with a Gleaming Halloween Green Ikizune Pure Nimble, a Gamma Christmas Mutagon Foolish Nimble, a Gamma Halloween Elephage Pure Nimble, a Gamma Dark Green Icy Gold Pure Nimble with the PvP ranked reward, a Gamma Lumunity Wobelisk Pure Nimble, a Gamma Green Cosmere Pure Nimble, Gamma Turquoise Cosmere Frail Smart, and it does seem like this may be Solar's final trade, but we'll quickly check in a second. Alrighty, and I did just ask Solar as to whether or not this is his final trade, and he did just say, nah gang. But they did just add two Alpha Pure Minds, one being Pure Clever and Idiosyncratic, and the other one Temper and Pure Nimble, with a follow-up saying, what we thinking now? With that in mind, is this trade worth it? This trade is an obvious, once again, no-brainer, a massive overpay, great thumbs up straight through the roof on this one. Bear in mind that the Gleaming Halloween Ikazunes are around 100 GR to the max if it is around the blue or purple ones, but since it is green, this one's gonna have to be more on the specific side, about 90 GR max, but it is still a great trade overall because the ads do overshadow the amount of GR we are actually putting in our for show, because the Gamma Gleaming Halloween Elephage, although it doesn't have bad demand, is actually standing at a whopping 50 GR on its own, and you do put in the ads including the Gamma Christmas Mutagon, the Gamma Dark Green Icicle, as well as the Gamma Surfer Wobelisk. All these are great add-ons, and overall this is a great trade to take. Definitely would steal immediately. But with this being said, let's get into our next trade. Alrighty, and the next trade request is going to be coming from Bao_667. So let's see what Bao has to share with us today. So we do start off with an Eliguana, Pure Clever, Spirivi, Hyper Tender, a Protagon, Indifferent, Dusket Hyper Tender, a Stratosaur, Indifferent, a Gleam Borok, Robust Foolish, and it does seem like this may be Bao's final trade, but I'll quickly check in a second. Alright, so unfortunately they actually did cancel the trade. However, we can just say pretty much that trade wasn't worth it. It was a major thumbs down. However, let's get straight into the next trade. Alrighty, and the next trade request is going to be coming from not AntiNoobs. So let's see what Anti has to trade with us today. So we sort of really great with the Gleaming Halloween Shang-Chi Indifferent, and it does seem like this may be Anti's final trade, but we'll quickly check in a second. Alright, and I did just ask Anti as to whether or not this is their final offer, and they did just say yes. So with this being said, is this trade worth it? This trade is an obvious no-brainer. This trade is going to be an immediate steal. You want to take this in a heartbeat. Do keep in mind that the Shang-Chi alone is around 400 plus GR. At the lowest, it can be around 380, which is already more than the Gamma Faberge that we have right here. So with that being said, I think it's pretty obvious to say this is a major thumbs up. But with this being said, let's get into our next trade. Alrighty, and our last trade is going to be coming from MLG No Scoped Boy. So let's see what MLG has to share with us today. So we start off by immediately throwing in the Gamma Honeycomb Icy Gold Pure Nimble, the Gamma Played Icy Gold Pure Nimble, the Gamma Orange Pattern Icy Gold Pure Nimble, the Gamma Green Patterned Icy Gold Clumsy Clever, Gamma Christmas Odiaga Pure Nimble, the Gamma Circuit Icy Gold Pure Smart, Gamma Starred Icy Gold Pure Nimble, a Gamma Christmas Obelos Pure Nimble, another one which is Pure Nimble, a Gamma Plush Kit Pure Brawny, and we do actually swap out a lot of other things over here. So we're not gonna go through all of them, but we do know pretty much where this is going. And I'm gonna quickly ask, but I think we do know what this trade is gonna be looking like. So I'll quickly cut in a sec. Alright, and I did just ask MLG as to whether or not this is his final offer, and he did just say pretty much, with this being said, is this trade worth with it. I think you and I both know where this is going. This trade is an obvious flex offer, so just bear that in mind. But overall, the GR is very much overwhelming. You'd want to take this regardless of what you may think. The GR on the other side is way more in comparison to the Kyeggo, so just bear that in mind when I put all the GR on the list. Nonetheless, it is to be said that this trade is a massive thumbs up. And with that being said, let's conclude this trade. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join our Discord server. While you're at it, join our Twitter giveaway regarding the Gleamy Homie Red Dakota, which is currently going on until we hit 7,900 subscribers. So go enter that pretty quickly and before it's too late. While you're at it, also cop some of our merch, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, pineapples are vegetables. And also quick little shout out to Lowland_1110 Warclipes unsub. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. It means a lot. But with this being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe, peace.